If you're not using games in your EFL classes with kids, you should be. And in this video, I'm going to give you 8 great reasons why. Okay, let's jump in with number 1. Play contributes to having better physical health. All types of play require different movements from children and different interactions, whether that be using their large movements for running and jumping or small movements for constructing with building blocks, for example. Physical play such as running and jumping help kids develop skills like stamina, endurance, agility, coordination, balance, all skills that are really necessary for navigating the world around us and interacting with other people. Without these things, we would be constantly tripping over our own feet, bumping into people, falling over, dropping things, hurting others, and probably even hurting ourselves. And probably that would not make us the most popular person in school. So getting more physical activity during the day will definitely make kids a little bit more tired, and that will lead to having better sleep. And the better the sleep, the more rested we are in the morning, the easier it will be to concentrate, and therefore the learning in school shoots up sky high. Number 2, play is great for the emotional well-being of kids. Basically, it just leads to happier children. Whenever we play, we tap into really positive emotions, and that immediately sparks optimism and curiosity and creativity. And these things will stay with us for hours, even after we've finished playing. And the great thing is that kids simply play for the joy of playing. So what really propels them to play is that surge of joy. It's like a natural high for a kid. Number 3, better social skills. Games offer a non-judgmental space where children can learn the basics of interacting with others. So learning to say please and thank you, for example, learning to share toys, learning to wait their turn, learning to follow directions. That's one that we don't want to underestimate. The importance of following directions. It's not as easy as it seems. Remember that when we follow directions, we put things into a sequential order. First I do this, then I do that, then afterwards I do that. And that is something called seriation. And if you're working with preschoolers, you know that that is a skill that they've not yet acquired, but it's really important to work on. So games gives children the opportunity to kind of practice all of this, but in a place where they don't have the pressure to be perfect and live up to those adult expectations, things that they might otherwise feel in during a regular activity in the classroom. Number 4, more collaboration. During team games, children are working toward a common goal, and usually at the beginning of the game, kids have to come together and decide who is going to be doing what. Now that usually occurs with older children. Maybe there will be some discussion going on about who is going to take on which role. Younger children usually just let that decision be taken by the teacher. Either way, you've got a group of kids that is going to be observing one another. They're going to be observing their strengths and their weaknesses, as well as the strengths and weaknesses within themselves. And this insight, both self-insight and insight regarding the group, is necessary for being able to kind of recalibrate and change the course of action when challenges appear in the game that are perhaps unexpected. So games offer this wonderful opportunity to enhance collaborative skills. Number 5, better problem solving and critical thinking skills. This one kind of latches on to the previous one because as the kids play and they see, as I said, they need to recalibrate, they see that they have to change their course of action when unexpected challenges occur. The more they play, the more they're able to think ahead. So seeing these unexpected challenges not only allows them to recalibrate in the moment, it allows them to foresee other unexpected challenges that could arise. So it allows, playing allows these kids to think 2 or 3 steps ahead. It allows them to think outside the box. It allows them to make hypothetical problems in the game and to find solutions to those problems before they actually occur. Number 6, repeating games strengthens kids' learning. We all know that the more we repeat something, the better we'll get at it, right? The more we'll learn it, whether it's push-ups in the gym or mathematics on a piece of paper. And that's something I even tell my husband too. The more he washes the dishes, the better he'll get at it. But anyways, I digress. It not only speeds up the accuracy with which we retrieve information and with which we process it, but it also kind of makes a better connection between just acquiring knowledge and understanding that knowledge. Repeating things in a traditional classroom, that can be really off-putting, especially for children, for younger children. However, children have no problem with repeating a game they enjoy because after all, it's fun. Learning feels less like work, and children are less likely to give up and get discouraged, and actually more likely to try out new things that they probably wouldn't have in a traditional setting. What kind of games do you do with your kids? Write it in the space below because I'm curious to know if we do the same things. Number 7, playing improves memory and retention. It's those really silly moments, those really funny things that really stick in our memory when we play. And actually that helps us latch on to whatever information we're trying to study. So any joy that I feel, any laughter that occurs when I play a game, that's going to facilitate learning. So playing games offers a myriad of stimuli. We might learn, for example, some new vocabulary simply because I act it out. Let's say I'm learning, I don't know, wild animals and rah, whoever can roar like a lion the loudest wins. Well, doing that and pretending that I'm a lion, that is actually going to help me learn the word lion. It's going to help me learn the word roar. And if little Johnny over here, actually this did happen in my class. His name wasn't Johnny, it was Luca. He fell over a chair in the effort to roar like a lion, and that just got all of the kids laughing. He didn't get hurt, obviously. That really, really drove a nail into these kids' memory because it was a situation that was funny. And whenever we've got that funny situation, that laughter, that good positive feeling, we've got learning. Number 8, games make learning accessible. When you've got games in your classroom, learning is there for everyone, regardless of their skill or their knowledge in the subject. So games really offer the opportunity for teachers to work with every student. And by allowing the students to be themselves and to express themselves, teachers are really able to gauge what they know, not just on a physical level, of course, but also intellectually, because the kids, because they're having fun, they're letting go and they are participating, and they are much more willing to bring forward information of what they know, as opposed to when they're actually working on an activity that is not a game. So making this learning accessible, I think, is one of the most important things for a teacher, because we never want to discriminate among our kids. Learning should not just be for some kids. It has to be for everyone. I really believe in the importance of games and playing. In fact, playing is one of the pillars of my method, English is Fun. And if you're curious about that, you can check it out. It's in the description box below. But anyways, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because this month I'm looking at games and playing. And next week's video is all about how to choose the right game for your classroom. So make sure you subscribe and stick around for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.